And we're starting with the most beautiful tree that I can think of, that I know. And I want to give you a good view of it, but it's not easy. Isn't it? I mean, it's just so majestic. I love it. So, now to our garden. This is one of our azaleas that looks really nice. Here is our Chinese leek. These are some baby little irises that grow really nicely. And they bloom for a little bit and then look kind of ugly for the rest of the summer. So here's some stuff I've been working on, trying to fix outdoor lights. Maybe we'll see them turn on today, and a bunch of clippings from some things I've been doing, namely all of these cuttings. So a lot of jade plant. That's all jade plant. Tea. Don't know what it's called, but you'll see it. It's in the island in our driveway. Tea. Camellia sinensis. My favorite rhododendrons. That's coming along nicely. I forgot to take these out into the sun. This place is a little messy. We didn't have a trash pickup. These are zinnias that I wanted to get a head start on. They can sleep. Oh my gosh, so the heating is letting water out, and we thought there were only 2 filters. There's 4. Chives, remember the chives that I split up that they looked kind of weak? Things my dad planted. You know, he plants the way he plants. And now, cold frame. So, radish, which we're gonna have so many radishes. I should have planted them in a succession, so you know, a week. That's arugula. Here there's things coming up, but I think most of it's weeds. I hope that's the parsley. Over there we have the kale. Oh, tempered glass, it's heavy. Tomatoes. I took some cuttings of that oak leaf hydrangea. That's a water rain barrel. Oh, look at how beautiful the chestnut, the horse chestnut looks when it's still all unfurled. Look at the last video and see how little it was. These were these fat buds just a few days ago, like 2-3 days ago. Those were just fat buds, and now it's exploded. And it looks I wish it just stayed like this, because it looks like a Japanese maple a little bit. Dogwood's flowering, so that means there's morel mushrooms. This is a native tree. It doesn't look that great, but they'll get bigger. And of course the magnolia in the background. I mean, I need to get some branches off of it somehow. That's our plum. Every now and then you get a plum on it, and it's bitter and not tasty at all. Oh, the robins, they get very territorial about their nests. He's looking at me, see? He's looking, not moving. Daffodils. This magnolia is a new one, 2 years old, and it has purple flowers. Paulina has one of these, and the plum looks really nice. I can't argue with it. Plus it has these red leaves. It's a nice plant. I'm surprised it gets really heavy when it rains because it has a lot of leaves. Oh, well, of course, my beautiful cryptomeria. I don't know when it's gonna leaf out on that spot or branch out on that spot. It might take a year. Whatever. Of course, the Dawn Redwood is very happy in its spot. We're gonna keep the branches on the bottom so that it gets kind of gnarly, because it gets more and more gnarly when you keep those branches on. Oh, just very briefly, this is the rhododendron that you saw the clippings from, and it's getting ready. It's getting ready. Oh yeah, beautiful light purple. This is a sickly rhododendron. Terrible, probably from a department, probably from a store. I mean, it has nice flowers, but it just looks so bad most of the time. The clay. I drained off the water, now I just have to dry it somehow. The lonely daffodil flower. But it's a beautiful, I mean, it smells so nice. Oh, come on, focus. Smells so nice. Lantern roses, you've seen little baby daffodil. Periwinkle, I think, yeah. These guys were transplanted. I don't know what this is, but it's coming up. Some kind of iris, I think. Here's a nicer bunch of them. What else can I show you? Hostas with fertilizer. More hostas, and I have to spray them so that the deer don't eat them. Oh good, this is coming in fuller because this was transplanted this year, as was that guy. Now see how lush the hostas can get? I love when they look like those crustaceans that grow like on the coast of Portugal. Oh, I forget what they're called, but they're expensive. Oh, these guys are happy. This is just beautiful, but we don't need that. We don't need. Oh God, I'll do it later. More of those irises that look good for a little bit, and then they don't look very good. This I have to throw some rocks into. So basically, where you see wood, there's going to be rocks in front of that wood, or I'm going to take the wood out and put rocks in. And it's loud, cars always. I transplanted a lot of these. A lot of them are my doing. This has to get moved because they're too small for this spot. These are generally, I think it's a good mix, but they have to be divided. Like these are a little too thick. They want to be spread out a little bit. And plants generally like when you move them the right way. A lot of tall hostas here, all along this border, and they help keep the ground in place. That's why I put them. A lot of these dandelions are from a forest back there. So, you know, all of this stuff has to get sprayed. These are new things. Let's see what it is. It's a summer wine 9 bark, whatever the hell that is. And this is, I'm very proud of this, even though I did split that in 2. These are wisteria roots, or like because the stems, it's a vine, so the stems sometimes they grow around like on the ground flat, And what I did is I split them, learned how to do that, split them and use them to tie this up, and they actually are really strong. So I only need it to last one season, and it's only going to last one season. And then it's gonna rot away, and there's no trash. No metal, no plastic. This is our magnolia, which is very nice. You know, you have all these petals on the ground, but I don't know, it's not that nice. This has to get pruned tomorrow. This Japanese maple. You can see how this is too long. We have to, I think Matthew actually pruned this. He did a good job. He's good at bonsaiing. And that's what people do with these. Let me take you into the sexiest part of the garden, the compost heap. That I've been fertilizing this spot here, and I want to see if it decomposes faster. But look, these are our magnolias. They're nice, and they smell really nice. Not that nice, but decent. And you know, it's beautiful. It's just these ephemeral flowers. Plus, magnolias are really good climbing trees. Some of them are. This one's not that great, but some of them are. Azalea, transplanted this year. And you can see that it's gonna bloom for us. I think it's happy in its new spot. This is what I'm trying to fix. This is what I'm trying to fix. Both of them are probably not gonna get fixed, but these got fixed. All of them that are here. Let's check this one. Beautiful. This one. We have some sparagi, some asparagus here, if it's still alive, which it might not be. I don't know. Well, when it comes up, it comes up. Moving on to the checking. Works, because they're light sensitive. This can get pulled, this can get pulled, this can get pulled. No light here, my mistake. Azalea garden over here. Oh, yep, works. Works. Red light in the gazebo now, my study spot, as you know. What happened here? That looks like it was eaten. Like it was chewed off by some animal. Some no good animal. Lovely little, I don't know if they're called teacup dandelions, but there's one bunch missing here, which are going to be those over there that get moved. Oh, look at that beautiful dandelion. In Polish, they differentiate between the ones that are one color and the ones that are two, or the trumpet. Oh, sorry, you didn't get that, but look at how beautiful that guy is. These are beautiful azaleas, and they're gonna pop soon. So you can see the progression. Look at how many flowers on one tip. So these are one of our old varieties that look really good. Back there is an experiment of mine. We'll see what comes of that. Nothing really to show here, but remember those black beauties and the pink and white gladiolas that you helped me pick out? That's where they'll be. They're planted there. So it's going to be more pink, more of the dark red, and they blend together in the middle. Oh, look, I'm running over on this video. It's 50 minutes. Well, happy anniversary, baby. That bunch can get cleaned up, and it will. And that's about it. You know, we'll see how my stone crop, my sedum, how it looks with this division that I did. Here I wanted a little bit more because it always gets dirty back there, so I figured we'll clean it up. And one over arcing shot. The grass is terrible as always. And thank you for joining the garden party. Wait, one more shot. Big. Dawn redwood.